Hi friends, it's been a while and I wanted to read a new ABC book to you. So those of you that have kids and want to get them on your lap, go ahead. And first I'm going to let you know these are all by Micheal Thorstensen, who's my lifelong friend, and I'm putting his link below to his Amazon artist page. He's done 3 ABC books. This is his latest. I read his second one, Antarctica. A is for Antarctica to you. I hope I can speak today, a couple of years ago, and it's incredible. And we're going to do K is for Kitties today, but I wanted you to also see this was the very first one that he wrote that kind of set him on the path of doing ABC books, and people love them. He is an artist that has a booth every year at the Sawdust Art Festival in Laguna Beach, California. So if you're ever out that way, stop by his booth and see his incredible photography, and he has his books there, and he's incredible. So today we're going to read K is for Kitties, and I think it's going to be kind of fun, so I hope you'll enjoy it with me. K is for Kitties, an ABC book, written and illustrated by Micheal Thorstensen. Edited by Jeffrey Clark. All 3 of Michael's ABC books are edited by his husband, Jeffrey Clark. And look at these expressions. He just really captured them. And he plays with the textures in both the background and the foreground to just really make it rich. You just want to reach out and touch everything. It's fantastic. Special thanks to my models from Catnap Hangout. And that is a special place in Huntington Beach that adopts out kitties. And it's Catnap. Oh, I said that wrong, didn't I? I gotta look at that one, sorry. Catnaphangout.org. Okay, here we go. A is for Alice. Hi, can you ask Alice if she's awake? Look at that. Does it look like Alice is awake? I think her little eye is open. So maybe she's not quite fallen asleep yet. I think she's awake. A, what comes after A? B is for Bart. Will you be Bart's best buddy? Bart maybe needs a little friend. And again, look at those beautiful graphics and textures in the background, and you can tell that he's accentuated some things to make it even more wonderful. And after B comes C is for Cora. Cora is comfy. Isn't she cute? Let's look at Cora up close. Oh, Cora is pretty comfy and cozy on her little perch there, isn't she? So sweet. Next is D. D is for Dee Dee. Does Dee Dee need help getting down? Oh, let's look at Dee Dee. Yeah, I think Dee Dee looks like she wants to get down. She's contemplating that. She's thinking about that. D and then E. E is for Eli. Eli is eager for something to eat. But even his toes? Look at him. He's licking and cleaning his toes and between his toes. Eli. Cats love to get themselves all cleaned up. All right, what's next? F is for Frankie. Can you find Frankie's face? Let's see if we can find it. My goodness, it's kind of hard to find his face. I think I see it. Can you see it? Can you find his ears? His eyes. Where's Frankie's eyes? And his nose. And I even think I spot some whiskers and a little bit of his mouth. Frankie. G is for Greta. Doesn't Greta look great? Greta is part gray. And what other colors? So let's look closely at Greta. See how many colors you can find. Oh, look at those beautiful eyes. What color are Greta's eyes? Greta even has 2 colors on her nose, doesn't she? Greta. All of her colors, gray and brown and blue and white, black. Do you see any other colors? H is for Hector. Hey, do you think Hector is hiding? Let's look and see. Oh, I think Hector might be hiding. Look at that. Kind of looks like Hector wants to stay in that little fort, doesn't it? Maybe he feels safe there, protected. What places do you like to go to feel safe and protected, that you like to just hide in? I is for Izzy and also for Iggy. Izzy and Iggy are ignoring each other. Cats do like to ignore. Sometimes if you don't listen, they'll bat you with one of their paws. My kitty's name is Freddie, and Freddie, if I go to kiss Freddie on the cheek, he'll turn his head away from me to let me know that he doesn't want my attention. He doesn't want that kiss. And sometimes he'll come and rub right up his little cheeks right up against my leg or my arms, and that lets me know that he wants a little bit of attention. J is for jovial. Jessie and her joyful pals. Can you count all the joyful kitties? Jovial's an interesting word that has a little j in it. There's a big J or a capital J and a small j. Lowercase j. Jovial. What does jovial mean? What does it look like these kitties are doing? Does it look like they're playing with something? Maybe a cat toy of some kind? And are they enjoying that? Sometimes when we're out having fun and playing with our friends or just playing with a toy or just doing something we like, sometimes we feel jovial, happy, joyous. Jessie. I wonder which kitty is Jessie. Which of those kitties do you think is Jessie? Shall we count all the kitties together? I'll start with this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 kitties. Joyful pals. K is for Kelly. Kelly kind of likes the kibble. What's kibble? Can you see that kibble in that dish? Is that kitty's food? Kelly likes kibble, kind of. And I learned that different kitties' whiskers can be more sensitive than others. So sometimes it hurts their little whiskers and it's painful for them to eat out of these kinds of containers. So sometimes they'll pull their food out of that little container so that it doesn't hurt their whiskers when they eat. Kibble. And my kitty won't eat wet food. Wet food's supposed to be really much better for them, but my kitty will only eat dry kibble. L is for Luke. Look, is Luke licking his legs? Or his leg. Is he licking his leg? I think he is. He's a funny kitty. Luke, licking his leg. L. What comes after L? M is for Missy. Oh my. Missy might have seen a mouse. It does look like Missy's watching something carefully, doesn't it? She sees mouse, maybe. M is for Missy and mouse. Let's see what N is for. N is for nibble. Now Luke is nibbling on his knee. I wonder if we'll see Luke again. Remember, we saw him before. Now he's nibbling on his knee. It's a funny kitty. O is for Olaf. Oh, wow. Olaf's eyes are open so wide. Let's look at that. Oh, they sure are, aren't they? Look at those eyes on Olaf. I wonder if he's looking at the mouse too. I wonder what Olaf's looking at. What color are Olaf's eyes? Yeah. P is for pooped. Poor Luke is pooped after all his primping. Look at Luke again. Does he look a little more tired now? He kind of wore himself out, getting himself all cleaned up. And pooped is another word for tired. So tired that we feel pooped. Oh, I'm pooped. It's a funny word, isn't it? It has different meanings. Poor Luke is just so tired he's pooped after all his primping. So what's primping? That's kind of a fun word. Sometimes we get ourselves all cleaned up and we brush our hair. We put on special clothes. We call that getting primped up. So Luke has been primping himself. What's our next letter? Q is a fun letter. It's got that little tail coming right out of it, doesn't it? Q is for Quigley. Q is often followed by the letter U. Q is for Quigley. Quigley wants quiet. His pal Quinley is taking a quick cat nap. When kitties take little naps, we call them cat naps. Sometimes we even call them cat naps when people take naps. So can you see Quigley? Almost looks like he's protecting Quinley, saying, hey, let him nap, let him rest. Maybe they were playing with that little mouse toy before this nap. Q. R is for Rachel. Did Rachel just climb right up this rope? Maybe she did. S is for Sadie. Does Sadie spy some sausage? Oh, Sadie reminds me of my Freddie. These are the same colors as my kitty. Gray and white. Sadie is looking maybe at some sausage, a little treat. And T is for Tommy. Tommy just ate a tasty treat. I wonder if Sadie was looking at Tommy's tasty treat. This is one of my favorite pictures in this book. I just think that funny little tongue on Tommy is so cute. I love those colors and textures he put in the background. Tommy just ate a tasty treat. is for usher. Does usher want up? So we had one kitty that wanted to hop down, and this kitty looks like he wants to hop up. Usher, up. Oh, look at that kitty. Let's find out about Viv. V is for Viv. Viv is full of vim and vigor. Those are interesting words, vim and vigor. What do you think that means? When I look at that cat, does it look like that cat wants to jump and pounce and run around? Kind of does. And when we have all of that energy and we're running around and we feel strong and healthy and curious, that sometimes means we're full of vim and vigor. We're coming toward the end of the alphabet, aren't we? W is for Wilbur. Well now, is Wilbur wanting to pounce? Look at Wilbur, just a little guy. It does kind of look like Wilbur wants to pounce. He might be full of vim and vigor too. Cute little Wilbur. Curious. Those eyes. What's going on with this kitty? What's he inside of? X. There aren't a lot of words that start with X. So we're going to look for where the X's appear inside of words while we read this one. X is for Felix. So Felix starts with an F, but what does it end with? A lowercase or small x. X is for Felix. Excuse me, but is Felix refusing to exit the box? I think he might be. I think he might be just wanting to stay in that box and have everybody leave him alone, and so he can just stay there. Sometimes we just want people to let us stay where we are, be alone, do what we're doing. And in this case, Felix is liking his box. Let's count the X's on this page. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 X's for Felix and his box. Y is for Yolanda. Yes, Yolanda is doing her yoga. Look at Yolanda doing her yoga. And I love these wonderful textures that Micheal plays with in the background. It's just really makes it rich. Does Yolanda like having a picture taken of her yoga or not? I can't tell. Maybe she likes it and is posing, or maybe she doesn't want the camera to watch her. Sometimes it's hard to tell. Z, is that the very last letter of the alphabet? Z is for Zelda. Shh. Zelda wants to catch some Z's. Do you know what that means, to catch some Z's? What does it look like it might mean? Does it look like Zelda wants to take her own little cat nap? Go to sleep? That's what catching some Z's means. Isn't that fun? Zelda looks pretty content there. So that's the last letter of the alphabet. Is the book over, or do we have some more? Let's find out. Are there any other pages? There's one more. Now you know your ABCs. Next time, won't you play with me? Look at that kitty. Isn't that fun? It's interesting in the camera, it almost looks like the background is moving, doesn't it? Words jump off the page at us. Well, thank you for enjoying this book with me. I'll just tap on this a little bit. If you want to go to sleep, sometimes it helps us relax when we hear some tapping or when we see somebody tapping. It can be calming. This kitty looks pretty calm, don't they?